Hey, what's up guys? It's Stargirl the Practical Witch. Welcome back to my channel today, guys. So I am back again with another pick a card reading, and today we're going to find out what is coming for you in terms of love in the year of 2021. For those of you who don't know, I am a psychic medium here on YouTube, and I use my gifts to help guide those who feel lost. Before I show you guys an up close of the options so you can pick one, I do want to give a quick shout out to my sponsors, Keen, who are kind enough to make today's video happen. If you guys don't know who Keen is by now, Keen is an online psychic service that allows you to talk to vetted psychics and intuitives online. One thing I really love about Keen is because they are an online service, you can talk to an intuitive or psychic whenever you have the free time, and you can do so from the safety of your own home. I know there has been plenty of nights where I had to call a psychic or intuitive late at night, last minute, because I really needed clarity on something that was going on in my life. And you can pick from a whole bunch of different kinds of psychics, including astrologers, tarot readers, mediums, and intuitives. And not only that, they can cover pretty much any question you have, including love, money, career, or whatever is on your mind. So one thing I also really love about Keen is they are one of the most affordable psychic services I have ever used, because when you sign up, you are constantly getting coupons or discounts or deals for you to save money. And right now, Keen is offering everyone who goes to trykeen.com/stargirl $1.99 for the first 10 minutes. Once again, guys, if you want to try Keen for $1.99 for 10 minutes, go to trykeen.com/stargirl. The link is in the description and the pinned comment. So in order to get started, all you have to do is fill out a quick survey answering some personal questions. But these personal questions are going to help you find an intuitive or psychic that is just right for you. And one thing that I love about Keen is that they are so accurate. I actually started off my 2020 talking to a Keen advisor who predicted everything that would happen to me in 2020. So in order to start 2021 right, I am definitely going to keep having a relationship with a Keen advisor to see what 2021 can have in store for me. Now, one thing I do really recommend with Keen is when you find that psychic that is just right for you, I definitely recommend keeping a relationship with that Keen advisor, because when you do find a psychic you bond with, it's really good to keep up that relationship, because as your life progresses, they can keep giving you really good advice and help you get more clarity on what's going on in your life. So once again, guys, if you want to see what 2021 has in store for you with a psychic you can really trust and a psychic that you know is going to be accurate and really in tune, I highly suggest checking out Keen. Once again, the link is trykeen.com/stargirl. You'll get the first 10 minutes for only $1.99. Thank you guys so much for sitting through this. Now let's get back to the video. Hey, for everyone who chose this crystal right here, we're going to see what 2021 has in store for you in regards to love using tarot and my intuition. I hope all of you guys are having a really great end of 2020, but let's just get right on into this and what I see for you guys. So I will say this, that there's somebody that it's either you're dealing with in the future or right now. So this could be something that you're already in or were in, or this is someone from the future. But I'm hearing that you and one of your soulmates have a mission together. So I keep hearing that you guys are going to work together, or there's some sort of power couple dynamic going on here where both of you are going to have the same like both of you might study the same interests, like you guys might go to school for the same thing, you guys might work in the same field, or both of you have a very similar mission in life, and this mission has to do with a higher spiritual mission. And I'm going to go ahead and figure out what that is for you guys, because this is a general reading, but we can try to figure it out. So for some of you guys, I'm hearing that you're both in the entertainment industry or the entertainment field, where some of you guys, you do social media, you guys have podcasts, you both do film, both of you do music, or both of you have a very spiritual message that you want to say to the world, is what I'm seeing from this. It kind of just looks like both of you, like your mission in 2021 is really going to steer towards being online or working in some sort of media or communication sector. And I'm hearing that the person that you date or are dating is going to do the same thing. And I feel like both of you are very motivated towards the same goal, or both of you have very similar goals and aspirations when it comes to your career, and specifically when it comes to putting your art or your expression out into the world or delivering a spiritual message. Both of you have a very similar drive to get this done. I'm hearing that both of you feel this urge to really put yourself out in the world 2021 and speak your beliefs, speak your spiritual thoughts, or put some sort of ethereal channeled art out into the world. Like, I really feel for you guys. Like, I get a lot of Pisces energy and Libra energy, a lot of which you guys are really naturally good at is, art and spirituality, speaking a spiritual message or channeling messages from the fifth dimension or the Akashic records to help people, to counsel people, or to make amazing art. And I'm seeing this power couple dynamic coming up here where both of you are going to work on some sort of project together. Both of you are going to collaborate together in a way where both of you share the same mission and the same drive. And I'm seeing that this is a huge theme that keeps playing out for you guys, okay? And I really feel that there are a lot of people talking about your relationship. There's a lot of energies going on about people really observing your relationship. This is going to be on social media. This is going to be online. A lot of you might post a lot of pictures together, or create something together, or be seen together a lot. And I'm hearing that this is going to cause a lot of controversy, or a lot of people talking about you guys. And it's almost like, I don't know why I'm getting this. Like, I know not everyone watching my channel is a celebrity, but it almost feels like your relationship is going to be something that's really well known in your community, that a lot of people like to talk about, because you guys are going to be seen together quite frequently, or you guys are going to be doing something together that really garners a lot of attention. With this King of Wands, I'm really sensing that the person that you're dating is somebody who out in public is going to seem very confident. They're going to be a leader in some aspect. They're going to have a lot of eyes on them. But I'm telling you guys right now, this person, you might already be dealing with them, or you have, or this is a future thing. This person is going to put on the mask about being the manager, being the boss, being somebody in charge and confident. And a lot of people, like, I'm getting like an alpha. This person might be some sort of boss, be some sort of manager, have a high status in life. This person could be somebody who is very busy with work, or is a leader in all points of their life. But I'm telling you right now, this is a mask. This person might come off very alpha out in public, or they might come off as very bold and confident and like a leader out in public. But behind closed doors, this person, I'm not trying to be like Okay, this is YouTube, so I'm trying to keep it PG. But this person is it starts with a P, and I don't mean to be insensitive when I say that, but this person is a big freaking softie, guys. Like, oh my gosh, when I look at this person, their feelings get easily hurt. As soon as you're behind closed doors with this person I see for you, this person likes to go on and on about their feelings. I'm coming off so Sagittarius right now because it's close to my birthday season, so I guess I'm getting like extra blunt. But out in public, this is like this person who's like an alpha, like, yeah, I'm sexy and I know it. Like, I'm the leader, I'm in charge, everyone wants me, all eyes are on me. But guys, I'm telling you, they're wearing a huge mask, and you're going to notice with this person that as soon as the door is shut, as soon as nobody is around, they're going on and on about their feelings. They're a huge softie. It's like a light switch turns when you finally get to know them, or they're in private and they open up to you about all of their feelings, all of their insecurities. And this is actually going to shock you because their public persona is nothing like how they are in private, because I'm seeing that this person has a lot of responsibilities put on them. They have a lot of responsibilities put on them. I'm hearing that this person, let me just get some more clarifiers on this. Yeah, guys, oh my gosh. So this person, I got Sagittarius Mars in the 3rd house. I will, on my astro dice. This person is somebody, they could be in the military, they could be a police officer. It's a very masculine energy, or even if it's a female or gender, whatever they identify with their gender, but their energy is very, very masculine. I'm willing to bet that this person is seen by a lot of people. This person is, they might have works published online. This person might be somebody who is well known in their community. This is somebody who's going to be some sort of leader. I'm hearing military, politics, police, and this could even be somebody who posts a lot online or is well known online, or is somebody who's well known in their community for being like a leader, or I wish I could curse, a BADASS, you know what I mean? Like, that's how they're known in their community. But deep down, this person is such a softie. They're nothing like they portray whatsoever. I'm hearing that this person as well, with the 6 of Pentacles, they are going to want to shower you in gifts. And I feel like this is one of the main ways this person really shows their affection, is they shower you in a lot of gifts. Let me just channel the energies for a second, guys. Okay, so how you're going to know it's this person I'm talking about is this person really likes to show love through gifts. And also, one of the ways that they show love, if it's not through gifts, is if they notice that you are going through a lot, or you are struggling a lot, or you have to do a lot, this person will do a lot of acts of service to show you how much that they like you, is what I'm hearing. This person also has a lot of rejection wounds. This person acts so confident, but behind closed doors, guys, this person is so scared about being rejected. And in fact, this person that you're dealing with is so scared of being rejected that they will go above and beyond trying to impress you, because they inherently do not feel good enough inside for you. They might act confident, but I'm telling you, this person is not confident. They're overcompensating is what I'm hearing. They like to overcompensate for their lack of confidence by giving you a lot of gifts and by doing a lot for you. That's what I'm hearing. It's almost going to be a lot. This person, though, they're also somebody with this Hanged Man and the 4 of Swords. I'm hearing that this person likes to hang back if they feel threatened. So if this person, like I'm telling you, look, guys, with this Judgment and the 5 of Swords, if this person feels that you have other people vying for your attention, they will get easily jealous. And I'm not talking about staying in an abusive relationship, but I'm saying, like, if this person sees that other people want you, they will get extremely jealous, and they will purposely ignore you or purposely put you on ice, because they are terrified of rejection. And this is also why they might spoil you, or they might go out of their way to do things for you or help you or just do the most in your relationship. It's because this person doesn't feel inherently good enough. And in order to convince you that they are worth something because they're overcompensating, they'll either buy you a lot or do a lot for you to try to convince you to stay, because for some reason they don't know that they can't see themselves in like the light that they are, that everyone else does. And I'm hearing that you guys are extremely attractive, okay? And I'm specifically hearing your body is attractive, guys. Like there's something about your body that is attractive, and I'm almost hearing that you guys have a very royal presence, okay? So you guys are people who are like a double threat. Not only are you extremely attractive to the people that you date, but also you're an extreme sweetheart. So it's not like you're somebody who is extremely attractive and knows it and acts like it. You guys are super sweet on top of being extremely attractive. You're extremely sensitive. You're extremely empathetic. You're extremely kind. And almost I feel like, guys, people might be like, how are you so kind? How are you so empathetic? How are you being so spiritual, looking as good as you do? And guys, even if you don't feel like you look good, hear me out. Just because you don't feel like you look good, even though I feel like a lot of you do, the other people see your soul. There's something in your soul, guys. I'm really seeing this about you. A lot of you have had past lives as royalty, or you've had past lives as people who had a high position. So naturally, you carry yourself with a lot of confidence and a lot of reassurance. And on top of that, you're empathetic and you're sweet. People might even say, are you even real? How is it that you are so attractive and you're so successful, but you're so down to earth and you're so sweet and you're so empathetic? This is what this person is going to love about you. But also this person is going to be threatened because in their mind, you have a lot of different people who want you. You have a lot of different people who they feel like they have to compete with. So they are going to do the most for your affection. Okay, guys? I'm hearing that January is going to be a big month in love for you, or it could be September. So look out. Oh, I'm sorry. I also heard October. So January, September, and October are going to be big months for you in 2021 when it comes to love. I'm also hearing for a lot of you guys, this is going to start out as an online connection. This is just something that I heard for you, and I really feel that, yeah, let me get some more clarifiers. I really feel this is going to start as an online connection, or it did. I'm getting the sense, I don't have proof yet in the tarot, but this person might have been watching you online, or they might have been watching you from a distance before they even approached you. But I'm definitely hearing that this person you have met online. For some of you guys, this is a general reading with the Six of Swords and the Six of Cups. This person might have stepped away for a while. They might have gone cold on you. Some of you already know this person, or when it happens, this is what's going to happen. They might step away for a while and give you very mixed signals, like they're not interested. That's because this person is dealing with a lot of rejection wounds. But I want to tell you guys that this is just because they're avoiding you before you can hurt them, because they feel you have other people who are fighting for your attention. It makes them feel bad because, like I said, this person is super sensitive. I'm hearing they could take sleeping pills or something. I just heard that. This person likely takes something to help them sleep at night, okay? This person also really needs their sleep. If you disturb their sleep, it's like game over. This person sleeps like they're dead. But I'm hearing that this person might give you mixed signals, okay? Because I'm getting like it could have started online. You guys might have a distant connection. They might go away for a while or pretend that they don't want you. They're giving you mixed signals because this person is dealing with a lot inside. I'm hearing that, I don't know why, I don't have proof yet. Like I said, they could be dealing with nobody's perfect. I'm not condoning abuse, guys, whatsoever. But I'm saying that this person, they just need some time to themselves sometimes, because they have a lot of a mask that they have to put up. They have a lot of energy they have to put out. Okay, sometimes this person really just needs some time alone. And also I'm hearing that you guys are so nice and so kind that this person feels that it's weird, because I'm hearing they don't feel deserving of your niceness and your kindness. This person might leave you on ice sometimes or give you mixed signals, but I'm telling you right now, the reason why they might do that is because they need to have some distance from you to work out their own wounds. I'm hearing that your love connection is very much in divine timing, but you guys have a very psychic connection on the 5th dimension. So you guys are always going to be connected psychically, because I'm hearing you guys are very psychically in tune on each other. But if there is distance, that's because this romantic connection is in divine timing. And also this distance, or this like on and off again, might actually make them miss you more. So if maybe before you guys were spending too much time together and the relationship was dying a lot, if there is an online distance, or there has to be some traveling that separates you two, because I'm hearing there might be travel that separates you two, or they might separate energetically from you or physically from you throughout the connection, or this person might not answer sometimes. Just be sure to wait it out and don't pester this person, because they're going through their own awakening right now. A lot of them are in this very shallow mindset that money and things and success is going to bring them happiness. Okay, they're in this very shallow mindset, very toxic masculinity on their side. They really need to go through a wake-up call, get in touch with their spirituality, and I feel like you trigger their spirituality and you mirror to them a lot of things that they need to work on themselves, and this is why they push away from you. But if you wait, this person will always come back, and I keep hearing you're going to know it's this person. They're going to constantly look at your photos. They're going to, and they're only for you, guys. This person is only for you. They think that you're an earth angel and they never met anyone like you, but sometimes this person needs space because they're really damaged on the inside. And I'm hearing even when there's space and they're not in communication, they're liking your photos, they're looking at your stories, they're always looking at your photos. So, you know, just this person, I feel like this is a growing connection. I do. That's going to be long distance or have some space, but this is going to keep the relationship alive. And I feel like you guys are super spiritual. You guys are spiritual teachers, whether you know it or not, and you cause an awakening in this person hardcore. You really do. And I'm also hearing you guys are natural witches. So if you wanted to attract this person with energy, you absolutely could. But both of you are very spiritual. This is a very spiritual connection, guys. I'm just hearing your person really needs to deal with a lot of shadow work, and your presence actually helps them with that. So that's all I have for you. I hope this helped you. I once again keep seeing Sun Mars, Sun Pluto conjunction might be very significant, and October, September, and January. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Hey everybody who picked this crystal right here. We're going to see what you can expect and love for 2021 using tarot. Happy New Year, everybody. So let's go ahead and take a look at these energies. So with the Five of Pentacles and the Death card, this is showing me that in the past, guys, you were a mess when it came to love. This is almost the energy where if somebody were to walk out on you, or if someone were to tell you that they didn't want to be with you anymore, you would literally beg them to stay. You really let down your pride, because when we look at this Death card, this person is ready to end the relationship. They're riding out on their horse, and this person with the Five of Pentacles is literally sitting there on their knees begging them not to go. You guys have in the past really done this. You have let down your pride for people and opened your heart way too soon, and when these people were non-committal and flaky, you would break down in tears, you would cry, you would beg, you would try to do anything to get them to stay, because I'm hearing you have a anxious attached style, which means you have a fear of abandonment, you have a fear of rejection. And if somebody were to I'm getting the sense that some of you guys in the past, you dated people who like to control you with threats of leaving, or people would leave you unexpectedly and you would try to make them stay because you were scared of being abandoned or being rejected. And I'm hearing you went through a whole roller coaster of emotions in the past when it came to love. It's almost like you felt you were lost at sea when it came to love, because I'm looking at this card right here, and this card is a whole ocean. So you guys feel a lot. This is what I feel for you guys. You feel a lot, and when you love somebody, you are going to do anything in your power to make the relationship work, because I'm getting that a lot of you are ride or die. And I'm also hearing that you guys are very, very psychic individuals. I want to let you guys know that I will say this: you guys have the ability to dimension travel and also visit people in their dreams. You guys might have Sun Rahu conjunction, you might have Moon Rahu conjunction, or Rahu, aka the North Node, otherwise known as the North Node, might be transitioning your moon or sun in your birth chart. This is giving you the power to visit people in dreams. So if you guys think about people a lot, you will actually show up in their dream world. And I want you to know this is a gift that you have. A lot of you might have been told by a lot of different people that, hey, you showed up in my dream the other night. And that's because you have the ability when you sleep to travel outside of your body and visit people when they're sleeping. Because when we're sleeping, our soul actually goes to the astral plane, right? And I know this sounds woo-woo, but hear me out. Just because we cannot perceive it in our 3D reality does not mean it's not real, because the 3D reality is very limited in what we can perceive with our 5 senses. When we sleep, our souls are able to travel to that astral plane, and you guys are able to astrally travel to different people in your sleep. And I'm willing to bet a lot of people have told you they have had dreams about you, and that is because you have the ability to do this. And because you guys are so open spiritually, I'm also hearing that people have the ability to dimension travel to you. So you guys might have dreams about the people in your life or the people that you're involved with. And I want to let you guys know, when you have these dreams, this is absolutely a sign that these people are thinking about you as well. Okay, so if you're having dreams about different people that you're involved with romantically, that is because these people are thinking about you, and during their sleep time, they're actually astral projecting to you, and vice versa. This is a gift that you definitely have, guys. I'm also hearing at some points in your life you've experienced sleep paralysis, or you had out-of-body experiences, or you're able to meditate and actually take your consciousness to somebody else's consciousness. So if you were to explore meditation, a lot of you would be able to set the intention to spiritually travel into somebody else's thoughts and show up in their dreams, because this is a gift that you guys have. I'm also hearing for you guys that over the next year, a lot of you are going to have a lot of different psychic dreams about your soulmate, about your twin flame, or about somebody that you're meant to be with. So I'm willing to bet that you're going to dream about them before you meet, or if you're dealing with any love interest, you are absolutely going to have dreams about them. That is a very big message that I keep hearing for you guys. So one of the things that I see is that a lot of you in the past had a very big tendency to go after emotionally unavailable people. So like I was saying before, when I'm looking at these cards, it looks like you guys went for emotionally unavailable people, and when they were to threaten to leave you, or when they were ending the relationship, you would be in shambles. It would leave you a mess. You would beg, you would cry, you would do anything to get them back, essentially, because you have anxious attachment. You know, definitely go to a psychologist if you want to be, like, for sure. I'm not a psychologist. Someone that you're dealing with, okay, so I just heard this really loud motorcycle outside of my house. Someone that you're dealing with might drive a really loud car, or they might drive a motorcycle or something like that, or they might drive a boat. I don't know why I heard a boat. So in 2021, that's like the mode of vehicle your love interest might drive. But I'm essentially hearing that, you know, somebody might have walked out on you. Someone might have just completely blocked you out, and this left you in shambles because you guys feel a lot. This really hurts you guys, whether you notice it or not. And what happened was, a lot of you in the past, you used to wear your heart on your sleeve. You used to pour your emotions out to people. You used to wow, guys, you went through a lot, but I'm hearing that right now you're in the healing process, or a lot of you are learning how to better control your emotions and to not spill everything and put your heart out there all on your sleeve right away. You're healing from this. You're healing from the past. I'm almost hearing that a lot of you, if you do have an ex, a lot of you guys have been trying to fool yourself thinking that you're over this ending or that you're over this relationship, but I'm hearing that a lot of you subconsciously are not over it. You guys still have a case of the ex. If you guys have went through some sort of ghosting, some sort of ending, or some sort of relationship that left you without your pride and begging, I'm hearing that you subconsciously still have cords attached to this person, and this person is somebody that's constantly in the back of your mind because this hurt has really hurt you, and because you were so hurt in the past. And guys, this could have even been watching a parent be walked out on, or watching your parents go through heartbreak. Because you have witnessed such heartbreak, such abandonment issues in your past, you guys, this is not over subconsciously. Subconsciously, this is still affecting you. Sorry guys, my camera cut out. I really feel that going to a therapist might help you get over whatever it is that you're going through, because I really feel that this hurt that you have experienced is actually still blocking you from love in a very big way. Because what's really happening is, because you guys are so hurt from that abandonment, or from that abandonment wound, or watching somebody go through that traumatic abandonment, what's happening is that you guys are really you have blocked off your heart, you have blocked off your emotions, and you're in denial about how deep your emotions go. And in order to cope with this, I'm hearing a lot of you guys, you like to be a heartbreaker. You guys like to play the field. You guys like to you guys like to date around. You guys like to play the field. You like to, lure people in and break their heart. Maybe you don't do it on purpose, but a lot of you guys, I'm hearing that you have the ability to hurt a lot of people. You guys really are heartbreakers, and you guys are heartbreakers because you yourself have been hurt. So some of you, I'm hearing, you might dress in a way that you might like to go out. You might like to dress in a way that's very provocative or very different. And this really draws a lot of people in, but it's almost like you're trying to see how many different people you can lure in, because you're trying to fill that wound of rejection and abandonment. It's almost, I'm getting the sense, guys, that a lot of you are like, oh yeah, I'm just, I'm dating around. I'm trying to see, who's out there, or I'm not really taking anyone seriously, because a lot of you are not over from what happened in the past. You guys are not over this whatsoever. You guys are really hurt from what happened to you in the past, so you might really shut off your emotions in a way to protect yourself, is what I'm hearing. I'm so sorry, guys. My camera keeps being really funky, so that's why there's a lot of cutaways. But really what I'm seeing is that, a lot of you play a lot of games when it comes to love, because you're scared of rejection. You're scared of being hurt. So some of you, I'm hearing, you might play games like trying to make the other party jealous, or you might like to play the field or date multiple different people in a way to make yourself seem like you're not bothered and like you don't care. And this is once again a way for you to protect yourself. And I feel that this stems from that one really big heartbreak, or watching your parents go through some really big heartbreak. And what's going on is that a lot of you guys, you are stuck in this cycle where you will play games, you will, date around, you will go and look for people, but you'll date multiple people. There goes that motorcycle again, and you'll find a way to keep yourself distant from other people in that way. And you'll almost say, oh, well, I'm playing them. I don't care if they're playing me. It's almost like you feel better keeping it at a shallow level. You feel better keeping these shallow connections with people that you might be physically attracted to, or have that initial spark with. But when it comes to actually having true and genuine feelings, this is something that you are really blocked off from, because you're scared of abandonment, you're scared of rejection, and you never want to let yourself get that low again. So what you do is you act like you're not bothered, you act like you have multiple options. You might even try to make it look like you are dating a bunch of different people just to get over somebody's skin. And I'm also hearing, guys, like some of you, your ex is maybe still in your life, life and they like to interfere with your relationships. So it could be something literal like that. But I'm almost hearing that one of the advice that Spirit wants to give you is definitely keep your relationships a private in 2021, because a lot of your friends, they might be giving you really bad advice about your love relationships. They might just be co-signing whatever it is that you're saying. I don't feel like your friends mean harm, but I don't feel like they really understand what's going on in your private life. You guys, I'm hearing, do not listen to the advice that your friends give you about your love life. I just hear that for you. Some of these friends might be jealous about who you're dating or who you're with, or some of these friends might not want to see you with anybody else, or some of these friends, they just are really bossy and they think they know everything about your love life. I'm hearing not to listen to what your friends have to say about your love life and to keep it private. Okay, so what I'm hearing is that, what I'm hearing for you guys is that the way that you dress is definitely very different. You guys have a very rebellious energy about you. I feel like you guys could be witches or into witchcraft, or you could be spiritual, but the way that you dress, I'm hearing, is kind of darker, or the way that you dress, you might like to wear red or black. You guys might like to dress in a way that's kind of rebellious, or the way that you express yourself is kind of rebellious. I'm hearing that you are very different. The way you express yourself is very different than the people that you date's type, but one of the things they really like about you is how different you are, how you express yourself differently, how you carry yourself, what it is that you wear. You might have an alternative style, but I do feel that there's something very different about you. There's something very quirky about you. The way that you dress is dark, it's mysterious, it's like very different. And I'm hearing that this is what draws people into you. And I feel like people make the wrong assumptions about you because of the way that you dress. People might assume that you are a certain way, or people might assume that, you know, you're one way, but you're really not like that at all. I'm hearing that a lot of you guys are actually very psychically in tune, and a lot of you just go to the beat of your own drum, so to speak. So what I'm seeing for you guys, what's coming for you in 2021, I'm hearing that a lot of you might in the past have had to tone yourself down for the people that you date. So the people that you have dated, or the people that you were friends with, you might have felt subconsciously judged by them. So you might have subconsciously toned yourself down or been what other people wanted you to be in the past. But I'm hearing that that's slowly changing. So what I see for you in 2021, what's coming for you? First of all, I'm hearing that April and November is going to be a very big month. Those two, April and November, is going to be a huge month for your love life. I'm hearing that a lot of you guys are going to hear from a past friend in April or November, or somebody from the past is going to reach out to you in April and November. That's what I hear. I'm hearing that in the past, there was somebody who had rejected you, or someone who had blown you off, or somebody who was not into you. For some reason in 2021, this person is going to come back because they see that a lot of you guys have started to level up your confidence. You're leveling up in your career. A lot of you in 2021, you're going to start making more money. You're changing the way that you dress. You're going through a glow up because you're putting more care into yourself, and you're really starting to just be your authentic self. You're starting to be more genuine, and you're investing more time and money into your appearance. There's something about you where your value is really going up. So in the past, maybe you had like very desperate energy. I'm sorry if I'm being blunt, but in the past you guys had desperate energy, or like you were trying too hard. But in 2021, I hear that a lot of you guys are going through this major self-love glow up where you're starting to work on yourself. You're valuing yourself. You are putting in practical effort to make yourself more attractive inwardly and physically. Maybe you guys are really just doing a lot of self-improvement, or a lot of you are just spending more time on your appearance, but your value is really going up. So there is going to be someone within a few months, and I'm hearing April or November, but this could literally be as soon as 1 to 2 months from when you hear this. You're going to hear from someone in the past. You're going to hear from someone from the past that you're going to reject because maybe in the past you really wanted this person or you were really into this person. You are going to reject them in 2021 because you have leveled up above them and you are no longer stooping to their level and your standards have raised essentially. So this person from the past you are going to reject because your standards are going up. Now, I see you meeting a soulmate connection in 2021. This person is going to be your complete opposite. I'm hearing that you guys are going to look different. You guys are going to dress different. You guys are going to be very, very different from each other. And, you know, this could be an interracial relationship or this could be different than anyone you have ever dated in the past, guys. I'm hearing like this person is just going to be totally different from anyone you have ever dated in the way that they look and the way that they dress, and they're going to be very different from you. And what I'm hearing is that this person is going to come in and a lot of you guys are going to have this friendship that's going to start with this person. You guys could already know this person or it could be a future person depending, but I'm hearing that you guys are going to start out as friends. You guys are going to get to know each other and you guys are going to end up marrying this person because I had married. So I want to let you guys know, whoever it is that you're with in 2021 or meet, it is very likely with this married card, you're going to end up in a very committed relationship. It doesn't have to be marriage for some of you, but for some of you, it's going to be a very committed relationship where you guys live together, you guys, you know, have a very long-term relationship or it ends up in marriage. And I do feel like this is going to start out as a friendship. And I feel like a lot of you guys for a very long time, you guys are not going to admit your feelings to each other. I really sense this. I feel like it's just going to be a very lighthearted friendship type of energy because both of you are really scared of getting hurt. This is going to be like a sexual tension that really builds up, or a connection that really builds up where both of you feel this intenseness towards one another, but for some reason you guys are hesitant on expressing that. And I feel like this is going to be a friends that turn into something bigger. And I'm also hearing you guys are going to go camping together. You guys are going to go traveling together. I'm hearing that you guys are going to go to the lake. You guys are going to go camping. You guys are going to go travel together or do a lot of outdoorsy stuff together when you guys are dating. And this is how you guys are going to know it's this person. And I really sense that this person, like I said, you guys are not going to admit your feelings for each other for a really long time. This is just going to be something where both of you feel the connection. It's going to be love at first sight. Both of you are going to know that you guys are for each other, and then after a while it's going to slowly blossom into something deeper. I feel like a lot of you guys are scared of being cheated on. You're scared of another rejection. You're scared that you're going to meet somebody else who's going to break your heart or is not going to be for you. And this is why a lot of you are going to be slow in opening up. But I'm telling you guys, like, this might even be a past friend that you end up dating. I'm also hearing that this could be a past friend, a friend that you used to have. Look at that, guys, with the Page of Cups. I just keep hearing this might be a friend that you have rejected. This might be somebody who went through a huge transformation, or a friend that you never thought you would be into, or this is going to start out as a friendship or something that's very unassuming. A lot of you might not even assume that this person is your soulmate, but this person is going to be your soulmate is what I'm hearing. So let's see if I get anything else for you guys. What is their future of their love connection for group 2? Okay, for some of you guys, I also want to tell you, I get the strong energy that the person that you're dating, or some person that's into you right now, I'm getting the sense that they could be a superior at work. I'm also picking up the energy of somebody that you work with or that you go to school with who definitely has feelings for you or secret feelings for you. I'm also hearing that a lot of you guys what you're really looking for at this time in 2021, because you went through such heaviness in the past. I feel like you guys, like, this is going to come out of nowhere. It's going to be really unexpected. You guys might meet this person when you're traveling, or you guys might be someone who was just out of a relationship, or you might not be looking for anything committed. So what I'm hearing for you guys is you might not be looking for anything committed at that moment, but you guys are going to run into this person and it's going to be love at first sight. And I keep hearing that it's going to happen out of nowhere. So that's all I have for you. I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you later. Bye. Hey, for everyone who chose this crystal, Happy New Year. We're going to go ahead and see what you can expect 2021 in regards to love and romance using tarot and my intuition. So let's go ahead and take a look at these energies, guys. Happy New Year, by the way. I think I already said that. So I want to let you guys know that one of the qualities about you that's really attractive is your eyes. People are really drawn to your eyes. There's something about your eyes that are dreamlike. And this is because eyes are a window to the soul. But more importantly, I just sense like your most beautiful feature is definitely your eyes. You guys could have far apart eyes or really beautifully colored eyes, but there's something about your eyes that's really alluring to other people. I feel for you guys that you're actually what people would consider their dream partner or their dream significant other, and you actually have a lot of different people around you who are going to be vying for your attention, because I'm seeing, guys, that with your energy, you're the type of person that when people look at you or when they meet you, they see you as the energy of someone who could be a possible wife or husband material. Because I sense that the people who like to go after you, they are going after you because they want to have a family with you. They want to have a committed relationship with you. They want children with you because you look like the type of person that they can bring home to their mom and dad, or you look like the type of person they want to have children with, because there's something that's very maternal about you. There's something that's very sweet about you. There's something about you guys that people just fantasize a lot about you and see you as their dream person energetically, and you attract a lot of people. Like, if they were to pursue you or date you or go out with you, they're going to do it the right way. They're going to buy you flowers. I keep hearing that people like to buy you flowers, or people want to protect you or be your protector. Like, if you are into masculines and you're a feminine energy, I'm hearing you attract masculines who want to be your white knight, who want to protect you, who want to court you traditionally, who want to do things the respectful way, or just in general, the people that you date, they're dating you because they see a future with you. They want to marry you. They want children with you. They see having an amazing life with you. These people might, dress up really fancy to come pick you up. They might open the door for you. They might take things really slow with you physically because they see you as someone they want to have a long-term connection with, because you are someone who is high value. A lot of you guys are a high value person is what I'm hearing. One of the things that is really amazing about you is that you're really not like the other people. Like, you guys aren't people who like to party. You're not people who try really hard to impress your significant other with, really revealing clothes like me. I'm just kidding. But you're not somebody who really goes out to the club and parties and tries to get cheap attention through the way that you look. You draw people in with your energy and your intelligence. So some of you might be like, I'm not even attractive. Guys, it really does not matter like that. The people that are attracted to you are attracted to you because you're not the type of people that like to really expose all of your body, or you're not the type of people that like to go out and party and drink and just, act like that. They like you because you're somebody who seems very classy. You're someone they feel they could take home to mom and dad, that they could have children with, because not only are you really, just a really cool and chill energy, on top of that, you're really intelligent. You guys have really a lot of emotional intelligence. And I'm also hearing the way that you speak and the way that you talk. Guys, your voice or the way that you choose to speak or talk is really sweet and amazing. You guys might have really beautiful singing voices, really beautiful speaking voices. The way that you speak is so alluring to a lot of the people that you date. And I'm hearing that's because a lot of you are extremely intelligent. You guys are emotionally intelligent as well. You have the ability to see past people to who they really are. And when you speak, you have an ability to really hit their soul. You have an ability to really see people for who they really are. I'm almost hearing that when you interact with people, you make them feel like you can really see them for who they truly are. You're able to see a part of themselves that other people don't see. Your energy is so wildly different from what others are used to, because I feel like whoever it is that you're dealing with, they're used to dealing with others who are like trying really hard to impress them, shaking their butt, posting a lot of revealing photos, you know, doing the duck face. Not like there's anything wrong with the duck face, but you know, all of these people that they have dealt with in the past have just acted a fool trying to impress them, but really it came off as desperate. So they're like, they didn't even take these people seriously. You know how to attract people in, not with seduction, not with, you know, the way that you dress or being provocative or like, you know, acting ditzy. You guys actually draw people in with your pure and genuine energy, your intelligence, just the classiness, because you guys have a very sophisticated air. So when people date you, they know that it's not about, when people date you, they know that you are a high value person and that they have to treat you really nice or else you won't put up for it. You won't put up with it. So the people that date you, they know that they need to pull out all the stops. They need to pick you up. They need to open the door. They need to be of high value as well in order to be with you. They're not going to treat you like you're, you know, they're not going to treat you like you're just some average schmo, because you guys really, did I really just say average schmo? Wow. I am so sorry I said that on camera. I'm not going to edit that out though, because moving on. But, you know, it's just that people think that trying hard is what's going to attract attention to them, but it's not. It's actually the act of not trying at all. And that's what you guys do. I'm hearing that you like to, like, seriously, guys, like, you don't even have to wear makeup. You can wear whatever it is that you want and you're confident, and people find it irresistible. Like, you might post photos where you're wearing sweatpants, or you might not edit your photos or wear a lot of makeup, or you guys are just like, just being yourselves, not trying to impress. And believe it or not, guys, this really enchants a lot of people around you, the fact that you don't try, because you're just naturally alluring with your energy and specifically with your intelligence. You guys are extremely intelligent. And, you know, when you talk, it's almost like people really respect you and they really listen to you because you actually have something really deep, really insightful to say. And when you speak, people really respect you and take you seriously instead of just looking at your body, because you know how to draw people in. And one of the things that I'm seeing is that a lot of you guys are really just focused on yourself. You're focused on your career. You're focused on making yourself, like, making your life better. You're focused on your career. You're focused on your schoolwork. You're not even focused on love in 2021, to be honest with you. It's not even going to be something that's really on your radar. You're just going to be doing you, doing a lot of self-improvement, focusing on work and school. And when you're not looking, a lot of different people are going to be interested in you guys. I'm hearing that you do attract a lot of people that you're likely going to reject because they don't live up to your standards, okay? So in 2021, there are a lot of people that want your attention, that want to be with you, but you're going to reject these people and walk away from them because you're really realizing your value and your worth. I'm hearing a lot of different people have crushes on you, but it's almost like they're emotionally immature. They're not emotionally open. You're starting to notice how these people are not emotionally or spiritually on your level. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like you're starting to notice, like, I am very in tune spiritually. I'm very self-aware, and the people that I'm dating are not self-aware. They are not emotionally aware. They haven't healed from their wounds. They're not you know, the type of people that are on my level spiritually. So I don't really feel that attraction to them. So I see you walking away from a lot of different energies. I'm actually specifically seeing 3 energies of people that, oh my gosh, guys, we have 3 kings. We have the King of Pentacles, we have the King of Swords, and we have the King of Cups. I actually see 3 different energies of people who have a lot of feelings for you, who want to offer you things, who want to tame you and make you their wife or husband, whether you realize it or not. I'm also hearing just when you're out in public, guys, or when you're around your friends might have secret crushes on you, guys. Your friends, the people you work with, the people you go to school with, you know, a lot of different people around you just like secretly see you as their dream person. But I'm hearing that a lot of you are not even focused on these people in 2021 because you are going towards really just making yourself better, going towards your dreams, going towards your goals. With the 2 of Cups in reverse, you're walking away from the idea of partnership, or you're not paying attention really to relationships because you're focused on yourself and advancing in the world. That's what I see for you guys. So let's see what else I see. That's amazing, guys. By the way, good job on that. I see a lot of self-work, a lot of self-improvement, leveling up at work or at school, you know, realizing your worth, realizing how spiritually in tune you are, that a lot of the people that you're around, guys, they're not as spiritually evolved as you. So you have a really hard time feeling connected to them because, you know, a lot of people are just not on your level spiritually or mentally. I'm seeing that there is going to be one specific person, okay? And I keep hearing that a lot of you guys are saying whatever, like you're doing a lot of dating, but it's almost like the people that you're dating are not really living up to your standards emotionally or spiritually. It's like a lot of these people have not done self-reflection. They're not as in tune as you. You know, it's almost like you're just like, okay, what do you have to offer me? I really don't feel you're that self-aware. And that's because a lot of you went through a spiritual awakening where you're like, you want to be with someone who you connect with spiritually and you connect with mentally. I get the sense that, you know, a lot of eyes are on you guys. A lot of eyes are on you in 2021. But I'm seeing that these people just don't have a lot to offer you with this 5 of Pentacles. And I'm seeing that, let me see if I can see anything else for you guys. Okay, so what's with this being strategic card? Okay, so I'm seeing that there is this one particular energy of someone who's coming through. This person is really hiding their feelings for you guys with the Moon and the Chariot, okay? Like this person is trying to think about how to move forward to you, and they're being very strategic about how it is they want to do that. But I'm hearing that they're doing it in secret. There is going to be someone who is secretly thinking about moving towards you, or they're hiding the fact that they want to move towards you, or they want to make a move. This is something that's been kept secret from you because this person wants to think of the best way to win you over, is what I'm hearing. Because they're nervous, guys. They're nervous. They're nervous about they're nervous that, you know, if they approach you wrong, or if they don't approach you the right way, you're going to reject them. And there's someone who really wants something long-term and committed with you, and they are scared that if they don't approach you in the right way, with the right gestures, with the right gifts, that, you know, you're going to reject them. And that's why they're really thinking about how to do it. I'm hearing that March is going to be a very big month for you in love. So look out for the month of March. March or March 13th might be a very big date for you. And I'm also hearing the person that you're going to date is going to be someone who's likely going to be extremely masculine in energy, and it doesn't matter about their sexual orientation or their gender. I'm just hearing that this person's going to be very masculine. They might have tattoos, they might lift, they might be somebody who is a little possessive over you. I'm hearing that this person's going to be super possessive over you because they really want to pin you down. And I'm also hearing that this person might be somebody who doesn't want you to hang out with other people, and guys, I know this sounds really bad, but I just see this energy of someone coming in who has feelings with you, who has tattoos, they might be someone who's very possessive of you, someone who wants to guard you and protect you. I'm hearing that this person might not approve of your friends because they're worried that your friends don't have good intentions. So there'll be someone who is very protective and dominant over you because they want to guard you and protect you, because for some reason the people that you date see you as being somebody who can't take care of themselves. So I'm just seeing that this person is going to be somebody who's very, very protective of you. They want to white knight you. They want to protect you from bad people. They want to, put you on lockdown. Like, it's almost like they want you to be all theirs. So this person is very protective of you, very overbearing on you, and it depends on what you like, but I'm seeing that a lot of you guys are just going to mainly be focusing on your friendships, on your work connections, and I'm seeing that you guys are looking for somebody who, is like somebody who is, like I said, spiritually evolved, but I feel that you're dealing with somebody who's very masculine in energy, who is more about protecting you and more about providing for you more than anything else, and also putting a ring on it. That's what I hear for you guys. So that's the kind of person I see coming for you. Somebody who wants to be committed to you, somebody who's very masculine, protective of you, doesn't want you talking to anybody else, wants to protect you against bad people. Like, this is the type of person that you're attracting into your life, guys. That's all I have for you. I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, for everyone who chose this stone right here, we're going to see what your 2021 has in store in regards to your love life. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you guys are having a good New Year and a good rest of your 2020. So let's get right on into it. Essentially, what I'm seeing for you guys is that you had really idealistic views of love in the past, and I'm hearing that you guys are going through a huge maturing phase in your life where the idealistic views that you had about life and love are really starting to crash down in your face. I'm hearing a lot of you are going through your Saturn return, you're going through Saturn moon, you're going through some sort of huge transition in your life where, like, for instance, this is the energy of people in the past. You guys used to like romance movies, you used to like Disney movies, or you used to just at the very least had a very idealistic view of how life and love should be. But reality has hit you in the face, and all of those idealistic views you had on life and love have come crashing down. And a lot of you are very disappointed with how life has turned out, because it's nothing like how you thought it would turn out, because reality is really hitting you in the face. And I'm hearing that Saturn is really doing this. Saturn's transit is really showing you the reality of love and romance. It's showing you the reality of how life really works. And a lot of the old idealistic views that you had about twin flames and soulmates and love is really starting to turn around. Maybe in the past, a lot of you guys used to idolize love, or you guys used to dream about the perfect love, or you used to think that love was this fairy tale. But recently you guys have been hit with some sort of disappointment or some sort of reality check where now you're like, gosh, life is not like how I thought it would be. Twin flames really don't exist like I thought they did. Soulmates don't exist like how I thought they did. Love is not at this beautiful fairy tale thing that I thought it should be and it would be. There's a lot of reality hitting you in the face, because a lot of you are growing up right now. You're maturing. You're going from the maiden to the woman is what I'm hearing. Or, from the young boy to the mature male. You guys are really growing up, and this growing up comes with a lot of growing pains, because what Saturn's transits teach us is that reality is reality. When we're younger, we have a fantasy about how life should go and what relationships will be like. So we tend to idolize love and, how life will be. But reality is hitting you in the face, guys. And I'm so sorry. Like, honestly, guys, I am really so sorry this is happening, because this is something that's really hard to deal with. Some of you might even be going through, a little bit, I don't want to say depression, but you're feeling really let down. Like, you're like, oh, I used to see love and relationships in this beautiful, poetic way. I used to see love in this super star-crossed lovers, Bonnie and Clyde, romance movie way. And now I'm starting to see that's not the reality of life, and life's not like that, and romance isn't like that. Reality is really hitting you in the face. I feel that one of the big things Spirit has been trying to do for you is really focus on your family relationships. And specifically what I'm hearing is if you guys have a younger sibling, I'm hearing that the love between you and your younger sibling is very important, and this is going to be a huge relationship that you develop in 2021. And I'm hearing that your younger sibling is somebody that's going to be give you a lot of good advice, or if not that, I'm hearing that a parental figure or some sort of family member is giving you really wise advice during this time that's helping you get through the disappointments of life. Maybe you guys have really big dreams or big hopes for your life and love, and you're realizing they're not coming through just yet. Some of you guys might feel like manifestations don't work for you anymore, or that everything is hopeless. It's not. Okay, guys? Right now, Saturn is restricting a little bit of your ability to manifest here on Earth, and that is because a lot of you need to cultivate what is already there. So some of you might be manifesting this twin flame or this soulmate, or you might be manifesting job success or some sort of exciting outward thing to happen. But the reasons why your manifestations have been blocked is because a lot of you need to grow with what is already there. And specifically, I'm hearing a lot of you are working on your family relationships, getting closer with your mother, getting closer with the relationships in your family. Some of you guys, your mother might be going through an extra difficult time at this point in time, or your family might be going through an extra difficult time. This is why you're experiencing disappointments where your dreams aren't coming true. It's not because your manifestations don't work. It's not because life is hopeless. They're temporarily blocked right now. Your love life is temporarily blocked because you're meant to learn some lessons with what is already there. And specifically, I hear lessons in self-love. You guys are learning how to parent yourself. You're learning how to love yourself. You're learning how to be that white knight that you've been hoping for. You're learning how to be all of this for yourself. And this sucks because this is growing pains. You're realizing that your happiness cannot depend on love. Your happiness has to come from inside. And so a lot of you are doing a lot of self-work and self-development on how to parent yourself, on how to be in love with yourself, on how to you're starting to realize that when you fix the relationship with your family members, this is when you fix your unhealthy patterns in love. And this is something that's a disappointment to you, because I'm hearing a lot of you guys, you want to be in love, you want excitement, you want your soulmate. Never stop believing in love, guys. Don't let life make you so bitter that you no longer believe in love. Love is out there for you, and love exists because I see that for you. I see the star and the sun for you in your future, which means that you are going to get your hopes and wishes when it comes to love. But the reason why it's not manifesting right now is because you need to learn how to celebrate yourself. You need to learn how to parent yourself. You need to learn how to be everything for yourself without all of this insecurities, because I'm seeing that, guys, before this year, a lot of you were very young spiritually. And I don't mean this in a very patronizing way, because I was young spiritually last year, but it's almost like what I mean by this is a lot of you guys were so young at heart that you really idolized life. And Saturn's saying, look, that's fine and well, but you have to realize what reality is, and you need to focus on your family relationships. You have to focus on self-love. And this sucks to hear, guys, but when you do this, this is when your manifestations are going to come through again. And I'm hearing that it's been disappointing because that's not exciting, that's boring, but it's leading you to your soulmate. I'm hearing that some of you guys are too nice when it comes to love. That's a big energy that I feel. You guys in the past, you were way too nice in love. A lot of you were just like overly sweet to the people that you were with, and even with your friendships. Maybe you guys would buy gifts for other people. Maybe you would chase and pursue other people. It's almost like a lot of you would have bent over backwards to make whoever you were with happy. A lot of you guys really did. You would do the most for the people in your life. You would have people-pleasing behavior. You would do the most and be so sweet in your relationships right? Because you expected the same in return. But what you were met with instead was a lot of emotional disappointment, being let down, because you were trying to give the people around you the love that you should have been giving yourself. And I'm also hearing, because you were too nice in relationships, people really took advantage of that. People really took advantage of your niceness in relationships. With the Seven of Cups, and the Knight of Cups in reverse, people really fooled you. You would romanticize these people, and these people took advantage over the fact that you were really sweet and kind in relationships. They took advantage of your big heart, and they knew that you were really idealistic and naive. So a lot of people really just pulled the wool over your eyes. They really did not end up being the people that they said they were. And Saturn is really teaching you a lesson about how to really find strength in yourself, how to parent yourself, how to love yourself. And when you love yourself and develop that confidence, then you're really going to be able to have intuition about who is really right for you, and being able to raise your standards. Because a lot of you guys, you really settled for a lot of people in the past, all right? Whoever would message you, whoever would give you attention, you were just look at all of their positive qualities and completely ignore all of their bad qualities, because you do have the capacity for unconditional love. But the problem was, you weren't honoring yourself. You weren't valuing yourself. You were sacrificing yourself, doing the most for other people to make them happy, to support them in their goals. But you weren't valuing yourself and your time and your energy, and you overextended yourself to people who took advantage of you, and to people who felt that your niceness was something that they could take advantage of. This is what happened in the past, and you would completely ignore all of the red flags, all of the bad parts of them, and only see the good. Because a lot of you, the reason why you see the good in people is because you are good people. You are good souls. You are sweethearts. So you automatically feel that everybody is going to have the same pure intentions as you, that everybody is going to be as sweet and loving as you, because you have such a pure soul. But unfortunately, guys, not everybody does. And I feel like in the past, because you are a good person, you felt everybody else had good intentions and deep down was really good. But it turns out they weren't. They weren't. And in turn, you sacrificed yourself for other people. You extended yourself for people who didn't deserve it, and took it for granted and took advantage of you. That's what I'm seeing. But what's happening is, a lot of you guys, what's happening in 2021 is you're starting to stand up for yourself. You're starting to become a lot stronger on your own. You're becoming more independent. You have more self-worth. You guys are really blossoming, is what I'm hearing, into adulthood. No matter what age you are blossoming into this calm, confident person. And you're really blossoming into this beautiful energy, guys. Like, you're really evolving. And what I'm seeing from this with the flowers and the butterflies and the indigo children, I don't care what age you are blossoming into the prime of your life right now. And this is because you started to give the love that you used to give other people to yourself. You guys, with all of this flower crown and butterfly crown energy, a lot of you guys, what's happening is, it's almost like, it reminds me of Lana Del Rey. It's like you still have this gentle, beautiful, kind nature, but you're becoming more mature. You're starting to value yourself. You're working on yourself. You're doing that self-work and that inner work that's making your soul beautiful. I'm almost getting the message, guys, like, you guys might have been outwardly attractive in the past, but you weren't able to see it until you did the inner work, and now you're going to be able to see it. Or it's almost like, because you're doing inner work and because you're doing inward self-reflection, it's inherently making your appearance more attractive. Because the way we feel about ourselves is the way that we carry ourselves, because everything is vibration. You guys are doing the inner work. You're growing and maturing spiritually, and it's making you blossom into the prime of your life, guys. Like, you're really starting to just become this beautiful energy. When before, maybe you had this like little kid energy where you would try to make people jealous, or you would play games, or you would let people completely control you or take advantage of you, and you'd be overly nice. Or maybe you would play like these little silly childish games in love to get people to appreciate you. But now you're no longer doing that. you're no longer doing that. You're starting to focus on your independence in 2021. You're starting to focus on yourself. And because of that, you're raising your standards and you're becoming more desirable because you're learning how to release codependency and you're learning how to focus all of that energy inwards on yourself, and you're learning how to be independent, and that in turn is making you more attractive to other people because it's not that you weren't attractive or desirable before, guys. It's just that what I'm hearing is your energy was this energy of somebody who was very like overly nice, overly trying way too hard, overly desperate to keep people in their lives who were treating them badly. And that energy is a turnoff because you tried so hard and you were so, it was almost like childish in love. But now you're no longer doing that. Now you're really maturing. Now you're really starting to heal your family relationships, work on yourself. And because of that, you're becoming a lot more desirable. And I just keep seeing this flower crown imagery. And the flower crown talks about a bride. It talks about a woman who is blossoming or somebody who's blossoming into the prime of their life. That's what's happening for you guys, especially with the crown. I keep seeing this crown imagery. I want to tell you guys that what's happening for you in 2021, I feel that a lot of you guys are going to really start celebrating yourself. And I feel that what's happening is with this Six of Wands and the Nine of Wands in reverse, you are finally going to start being your true self. I'm seeing a lot of popularity coming in for you. Let me get some clarifiers though before I go on and on because I want to make sure that I'm correct. So what I'm hearing for you guys is that you're working on your mental health. You're working on your mental health. You're taking your mental health really seriously. And I'm hearing that there's something about your career coming in here. In 2021, I feel like you guys are going to find the career or the life path or the life purpose that is truly meant for you, something that is truly a part of your destiny, something that you're going to feel really passionate about. I'm hearing a lot of you are going to awaken some sort of talent, or a lot of you are going to stumble into your true purpose or your true place here on earth. I'm hearing there's going to be massive popularity, massive, like if you guys are in the spotlight, I'm seeing that a lot of you are going to have a lot of popularity, a lot of eyes being on you. You're going to have a lot of success at your work and career. But I'm also hearing that there's going to be a lot of people who want to conquer you guys, okay? Because people see you as somebody who's, they see you as somebody they want to conquer. I don't know how to describe this. Like, you have a lot of admirers, but these admirers see you as somebody that they want to conquer, like they want to have fun with. You look like somebody who is a good time. The way that you dress, the way that you do your makeup, you look like someone who's a good time. You look interesting, and you have a lot of people who want to win you over really fast, but I'm hearing that they're looking for fun, or they're looking to conquer you, because there's something about conquering you that would make them feel good, because a lot of you guys, whether you know it or not, you do have a lot of eyes on you. You are something that people desire. It's the way you do your makeup, the way that you do your hair, the way that maybe you know, you're a leader amongst your friends, or you're in the spotlight in some way. A lot of people want to conquer you because they see you as somebody who is a beautiful prize to be won, and they want to win your heart as kind of like a, see, look who I just won. Oh, I just got this person. And I feel like, you know, what you really need is somebody who's emotionally attracted to you, not just someone who wants you for a good time, not just somebody who wants to conquer you, win you over, and then leave. Because I'm getting the sense you attract a lot of people who want to conquer you and be like, look bro, look who I just scored. You know what I mean? Like, you're attracting a lot of those people, like, oh, look who I got. Yeah, I got this person. Almost as like they see you as a conquest instead of a real person. And this really hurts you. And I feel like what you are is really, you're a dreamer. You're looking for someone you have that emotional happily ever after with, but a lot of these people coming through are just not it. They're just not the ones for you. They're just people who want something fun, something light, just a good time. And I feel like what you want is somebody that's going to be slow and steady, and someone you have a real emotional connection with, as opposed to shallow connections that you are surrounded by. It's almost like people kind of just look at you and they feel like you're a good time, or that you're one way, instead of actually getting to know you. And I feel like that's really hurtful for you. So we're going to see. Okay, so let's see who it is that you're going to date in 2021 based on tarot. So it looks like to me, guys, like you're attracting a lot of different energies, but it's almost like they want to conquer you. They see you as a prize. They see you as a good time. They want to be like, look who I just scored, or yeah, I want to have a good time with you because the way that you do your makeup, I'm hearing you do makeup, or there's something about the way you do your makeup or your hair looks like you'd be a good time and you're a fun time. And people are really like attracted to the way you express yourself in this glamorous way, or in some way that you do your makeup or dress. But it's almost like all of these people want to win you over, kind of like a, see, look who I just scored, look who I just got to go out with me. But they're almost here for a good time, not a long time. And what you really want is someone you have a deep emotional connection with, as opposed to shallow connections that you seem to be attracting. You want someone you can talk to on a real level. You want someone that you have that intellectual connection with, that understands you on that deep level. And this is what you're looking for. But instead you're attracting all of these people that, you know, they seem a little shallow, or they seem to only want shallow things, or they seem to just be people who want to win you over real quick instead of being, you know, something solid with you. And I feel like a lot of you guys are realizing, you know what, that's not enough for me. I don't want someone who's going to be in and out of my life. I don't want somebody that's going to be you know, like not committed to me and just here for a good time. I don't want something shallow. I want something deep. I want a spiritual and deep connection. And this is what you're looking for, but it's hard for you to find. I'm hearing that March is going to be a very big month for you. March 16th might be a big date for you. Let's see what else I'm seeing. March is going to be a big date for you in love. Also, I'm seeing April. April might be a big date for you in love. Let's see what's coming up. Yeah, I feel like all of these people coming up, we have this fake effort card. They're making efforts, but at the end of the day, it's like they're not following through. Does that make sense? And it's almost like these people don't express their feelings. It's mainly like, it's almost like whoever that you're dealing with, they don't express their feelings to you. You know, and you want something that's happily ever after. So let me see who it is that you're dating in 2021. So I'm hearing December could be a big month, April and March. See, we have inconsistent, guys. There's someone that you're dealing with who's inconsistent with you. That's what I see. You're with somebody who's inconsistent with you. You don't have a good conversation with, or you can't talk to, you know? I'm feeling like Spirit is saying you need to work on yourself. You need to set your standards. You need to celebrate yourself. You really need to find out what you want and don't want, because a lot of you don't have a lot of high standards for yourself and you settle for, you know, whatever. And Spirit is saying you need to find yourself. And when you find yourself, this is when you're going to be able to find somebody who's compatible with you, because then you'll know what you stand for, what you want and what you don't want, instead of just accepting all of these offers of people that end up disappointing you. So I really feel like there's going to be a lot of trial and error going on here. But the good news is I really feel that what's happening is you're blossoming into the prime of your life, the most attractive you've ever been. You're maturing. You're starting to learn your worth. You're really starting to learn your worth, essentially, and you're learning how to attract people to you and be independent instead of being needy. And this is what's going to attract a lot of different people to you guys. I'm telling you, a lot of different people are coming in, but that's all that I'm seeing. Let me see if I see anything else. I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you later. Bye.